Wow, my friends, it's crazy to think that it's already been almost a year since we talked about this acting couple who were sentenced to federal prison because of certain crimes that they committed after they were found guilty by a court trial and a jury. So this whole story has now exploded into a whole new level of insanity because now we have Todd Chrisley, who is talking about his prison conditions and talking about how he is suffering and how he cannot continue on. So this whole story is absolutely wild. To kind of give a breakdown into what is kind of some of the stuff that they were convicted for, a jury convicted Todd and Julie Chrisley of conspiring to defraud community banks out of more than $30 million of fraudulent loans after a 3-week trial federal prosecutors wrote at the time. The verdict form on file in the Northern District of Georgia indicates that a jury considered the defendants guilty as charged. They were not acquitted of a single account. Todd Chrisley, 54, of Brentwood, Tennessee, on Monday was sentenced to 12 years in prison. Julie Chrisley was sentenced to 7 years in prison for 10 counts. So now, about a year later after all of that, Todd Chrisley is giving an absolutely wild update to everything to none other than Chris Cuomo on his show. So infamous reality television star Todd Chrisley from Chrisley Knows Best alleges that he is living in deplorable conditions in prison. He shared the allegations through his lawyer during an interview on Chris Cuomo's Cuomo Show that aired on December 8th. So let's go ahead and check out some of that here.
Do you feel like you're being treated fairly by the guards and the prison staff?
No. There are recordings of staff members here talking about he needs to be humble. What we need to do is we need to put him in diesel therapy and put him in shackles and let him ride around the country for 4 nights and then bring him back, and that will humble him. He thinks this is one of his mansions that he's used to living in, but this is okay.
And I've seen a lot of people that are kind of shocked by some of the stuff that they're talking about here, but this is literally what prison is like. Like, it's a completely different, like, culture in prison that so many people just do not understand. People can't even grasp the reality of what prison conditions are actually like sometimes. And even, like, here in America, it's bad enough, but, like, imagine what a third world country would be like in some of those prison conditions.
What about the food, Todd? I mean, Savannah has talked about the food.
Savannah is Todd's daughter, by the way. Todd Chrisley's daughter.
Can you, is it unsafe?
It is so disgusting.
So there's Todd, there's his wife. Both of them are obviously convicted, and there's Savannah there as well.
Filthy. The food is literally, I'm not exaggerating this, the food is dated, it's out of date by at minimum a year. It's a year past expiration. And they are literally starving these men to death here. These men are getting, I don't know that they're getting 1,000 calories a day.
So what are you eating if you're not eating the food?
The only food that I eat is what I make that I buy from commissary.
Shocking. Food isn't amazing in prison. Wow. Who would have seen that coming?
You've got rats. You've got squirrels in the storage facility where the food is. They just covered it up with plastic and tore the ceiling out because of all the black mold and found a dead cat in the ceiling that dropped down on the top of the food.
So anyway, there's kind of Todd Chrisley's shocking experience in prison. Now, obviously, we can debate on whether these conditions are conditions that prisoners should be in or not. But at the end of the day, I think the whole prison system, to be honest, is kind of corrupt anyway. That's just kind of where I'm coming from with a lot of this stuff, and we could definitely talk about that at some point. I'd love to kind of get into some of my opinions about, I guess, kind of the whole prison system in itself, especially federal prison system. But with all of that being said, let me know what you think about this in the comments below. What do you think about everything that Todd Chrisley has to say here? What do you think? Do you feel sorry for him? Do you think that he should have better conditions? Do you think he kind of brought this on himself? Let me know. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.